I'm Janet, I'm 64 years old and I'm from Morecambe. So my experience with breast cancer is that I was diagnosed straight to secondaries. They call it de novo. And I've got lobular breast cancer, which is harder to detect. So, yeah, I went straight to secondaries. Originally, they thought it was primary, so they gave me a mastectomy, but then they had to have another operation and they found out that it was secondary and it had gone to my liver. So then I was put on a targeted therapy, which was a new drug. I actually asked how long what my prognosis was, and they said 2 to 3 years. So you just feel like the rug's been pulled from beneath your feet, and yeah. So I'm lucky. I've done 6 years, and I'm still on my first line of treatment, which is amazing. And it's tough, but there's lots of happy bits as well. What I found was a hardening of the tissue. So I went to see the doctor and he said it was just aging breast tissue, and I felt pleased about that. However, it got worse and worse. So when I went back, I was referred to the breast clinic and it was secondary. So, you know, even the doctor didn't think it was. How it impacted on my family and friends is it's been devastating for my family because I had to give up my business that I loved. My husband had to give up his job because I was so poorly and I had to go to lots of appointments. My children were just worried they were going to lose their mum, 2 to 3 years. And just a massive, massive shock. To be faced with your own mortality is a shocking thing. Well, today I'm feeling very grateful. Grateful that the new treatment that I've got is giving me extra time. Grateful that I can have a good life most of the time, although it's still very, very tough. I'm susceptible to, because I have a low immunity, to infections. So I've been in A&E 8 times, sometimes for a week or more on drip, really poorly. Yeah, so you just never know what's round the corner. It can make you low and depressed. And I just cope as well as I can. So I get my support from having a wonderful family, my husband and my children, and I've got some great friends around me. I've got sisters as well, and that makes such a difference, just to be listened to, understood, supported, all the love. And then I'm very spiritual. I've trained in Reiki, so I do self-healing. I meditate most days. I do homeopathy, and I like to exercise, and so I'm very spiritual. So I go and see a healer lady, and that really helps me. I've trained in Reiki just recently, so I do self-healing on myself, and I see a homeopath, and I meditate nearly every day, and that really, really helps. And I only do the good things in life in between lots of resting. I get a lot of fatigue, and that can be really tough. So, yeah. The main misconceptions about secondary breast cancer, I do believe that people don't understand it. I mean, I never knew what it was. And I think they expect that you'll have no hair and look really poorly. Sometimes I do look really poorly, and I am poorly. But I think they don't understand that it's an incurable disease and it's treatable, but that treatment will stop working. Yeah. The advice I'd give somebody that had been newly diagnosed is to seek out help and support from different organisations, different charities, your breast care nurse, your friends, your family. The Make Seconds Count group is fantastic. And then you just don't feel so alone, because it is hard for people to understand what you're going through. And when you're with people that understand, it really is very supportive. I am a little bit worried or concerned that the image is going to be really scary, ugly. That's a big word, isn't it? Ugly. I think this is my normal face, whereas the realities of secondary breast cancer can be really grim and really tough. And I know lots of ladies with it, and what we all have to go through can be quite harrowing. Even the day-to-day fatigue that means that I can do one thing, but then I have to go and have a rest for 2 hours before I can do another thing. It feels empowering for me to take part in this campaign, just to let people to turn their heads and for them to actually see the powerful images that are going to be created to help people to get checked initially, but also to raise awareness, because when we get diagnosed, we're not counted. The amount of money that goes into research for secondary is absolutely minimal. Is it about 2%? I thought it was more than that. And I know there are drugs out there that can keep people alive that we haven't got the funding for. And we're looking for a cure, more treatments to be counted and not just thrown on the scrap heap. One thing I have found, and I think this is because I've been living with secondaries for 6 years, is that it makes me feel very grateful. It makes every moment in life very precious, and it's made me appreciate life, love, friendship, nature. It's really made me realise how important those things are, and actually it's given me a lot of happiness. It's it made me realise how precious all those times are with your family and friends, so actually that's one of the good things.